Hey, this is Pavan. Welcome to Technophiles Up. It's been a very long time since I've updated a video on YouTube as such, but I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone for the continuous support and love that you guys have been showing to this channel. Thank you, and wish you a very happy new year in advance. Just 3 more days to go, guys. So, with that, let's get started. So, today's topic is machine learning. I was wondering if I can talk about this topic on this channel. When I started this channel, it was all about technology, and but most of my subscribers are due to one single video on editing WordPress theme with Dreamweaver. I'm assuming that most of the subscribers are web developers. I don't know if this topic might interest them, but having said that, automation, which is actually powered by artificial intelligence, which is again powered by machine learning, is considered um, you know, to power fourth industrial revolution. So it affects every single one of us in general, and this is one topic that we should be aware of. So I felt that, yeah, maybe it is time for me to talk about this topic. Okay, so let's get started. What is machine learning? So let me open machine learning Wikipedia page. We can talk about it formally or informally. But the most formal definition is given by Tom M. Mitchell. This guy is a professor at CMU, Carnegie Mellon University. So, as per him, um, a computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measure P if its performance at task T as measured by P improves with experience E. So I understand this might be a little too formal. So what he's trying to say is that given that a program um, is improving its performance on particular task over a period of time with experience, E is considered as machine learning. So if we talk about it informally, so machine learning is about writing programs that learn on its own. You write program and it learns on its own. That is about machine learning. So you are writing or you are creating missions which learn on their own. So that is machine learning. In machine learning, there are different types again. So machine learning types, if we Google machine learning types and let's look at images. Okay, these are the categories or types. So basically, there are many different, you know, um, categories in which it is classified into. So supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, reinforcement. These are, the different types of machine learning techniques that are available. So what are these? So supervised learning is, in when you know the target. Okay, what I mean by target is that you know the input and you know the output, and you're trying to classify or you're trying to develop a program when both input and output data are known. So that is called as supervised learning. And in unsupervised learning, you have the input data, but you don't know the um, target variable. You are trying to group them based on certain kind of similarity. So that is, unsupervised. And the combination of these two falls under semi-supervised learning. And reinforcement learning is about, if a program performs a certain task based on the environment, you decide whether to reward the computer or to reward the algorithm or to penalize the algorithm. Based on the environment, you are changing that rewarding technique and based on which the machine try to learn um, the environment. So that is about reinforcement learning. So, so what is supervised learning? Again, there are subcategories in supervised learning. Like input data and output data can be of different classes, right? For example, input. Let's just say that if you're trying to classify an email as spam or not spam, so spam and non-spam are categorical variables. This is a type of data in which you can categorize the output. For example, you can say it as spam or you can say it as not spam. These are different categories. But if you ask, a machine to predict the price of the house, for a certain region, and certain square feet and certain number of bedrooms and certain number of hall, everything. So that's that's predicting the price, and price cannot be categorized as spam or not spam, or it is a continuous variable. I mean, basically it is data that can be, cannot be limited to certain class. So that is about the regression. Basically, classification is about categorizing the data. I mean, the output to be categorized, and the regression is about predicting the continuous data. So these are two subcategories in supervised learning. And in unsupervised learning, again, you have clustering and association. Um, you know, it's like clustering is again that that certain groups belong together. I mean, in the input data that you have given, you are trying to identify the groups among them, and that's all about clusters. For example, um, we can talk about document clustering. For example, you read certain um, input, and certain data, and then you're trying to find the number of occurrences of a certain particular word and trying to group them together. I mean, there are different algorithms inside, again, clustering, that you know um, that solve the type of problems that we have in clustering. And association is about um, the popular example that could be yeah, market basket analysis. Basically, it's about if you go to a supermarket and try to purchase milk, there is a high probability that you might purchase bread as well. So when you purchase them together, and all we have is information about your purchase, and if you are trying to analyze that particular information, what we can see is that we can see a pattern that you bought milk and bread together. So this is about associating certain purchase with certain other purchase. There are ways in which you do that. I mean, you categorize that as binary. Basically, if you purchase bread, you give that one, and if you purchase milk, you give that one, and if you did not purchase something, you give that zero. So based on the purchase, you're trying to you know find the items in the store, and um, trying to find some sort of association between the purchase, the items in the purchase. So that is about association. So semi-supervised is about combination of these two techniques, supervised and unsupervised. And reinforcement, again, as I said, it is about um, uh, rewarding the machine or penalizing the algorithm based on the value that it predicts. I mean, you cannot be an expert in all these areas, but in general, one machine learning enthusiast will focus on one particular topic and try to dig in that particular topic in depth, and over a period of time he gains certain exposure or experience in one particular area, and this is becoming more and more common as days pass by. So that is about machine learning. I don't know if I can talk more about um, these in terms of code right now, because um, if you want to write code for a particular topic, you need to know both math as well as programming. um, it's about combination of both along with your industry knowledge, um, that makes that you can I mean that makes you a good machine learning engineer. So I can talk about it, but having said that, you need to have some math background to understand that particular topic. So I will wrap this video now, and in the next video I'll pick one. I mean, basically, let's pick linear regression. So let's try to solve a linear regression problem and talk about it and see how machine learning works. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.